right, so here's my 2024 Harley Davidson Street Bob. I bought this bike brand new last summer, July-ish, and I've got about 5,000 on it. I'm loving the bike. I had to get rid of the factory seat, went to a Saddleman. The Saddleman step up is much better. Still not a long road, or not a long ride seat. I'm thinking I'm going to try and get the Saddleman's road sofa. We'll give that a go. I put on some crash bars. These are just Amazon crash bars. They're too low, so don't order them. Order ones that sit up nice and high. If you corner a little bit fast, they actually hang down just about lower than your pegs, so they like to drag the ground. In this video, we're going to be installing a TBR 2-in-1 instead of the stock dual pipes. This is way too quiet. Every ride I go on, everybody comments about how quiet it is and it sounds like a sewing machine. We'll kind of give you the extremely quiet bike. I mean, the pipes don't look too bad. I didn't want to do just two slip-ons. I wanted to do a nice 2-in-1 full exhaust. So yeah, it's way too quiet. So we're gonna work on putting that pipe on right now. I gotta start by pulling the heat shields off of this exhaust. I gotta unpackage that one and see what it looks like. It's really nice unboxing experience. It's got this nice foam on top. It's all packaged nice so it doesn't rub. Thumbs up to TBR. We'll see how it sounds. Okay, so I've got it all unboxed here. It looks really good. I'm super, like, this style of kind of rough cut, it just looks good, I think. I like the 2-in-1. I prefer the sound of a 2-in-1. So hopefully all goes well and this sounds good. We'll try it out. Okay, so we're going to start by pulling the mufflers off. There's just 2 Allen bolts here, 2 on the top side there, and then just the actual exhaust clamp bolts there and there. Once we've removed the mufflers, take the heat shields off the pipes, a couple of hose clamps. There's another one right up here. So we'll get to it. Okay, so I pulled the mufflers and heat shield off. There's a bracket here. I actually just took it off instead of removing the upper muffler. You can see I just left it bolted to the bracket and took the 2 bracket bolts out. This is where your rear peg mounts. I have some crash bars that are going to replace the rear pegs, so I'm not even going to bother putting that one back on. Yeah. Now to get the front section removed, all I got to do is pull this heat shield off, undo both oxygen sensors, right, that one there, this one here, pull the heat shield off, and then right at the head there's 2 nuts there, and can't see it very good here, but there's 2 there as well. And then the pipe should come off. I might have to take off the controls actually, now that I'm looking at it. All right, so I've got the pipes off the bike now. I just got to get the oxygen sensors out of the pipe. I just unplugged them and just removed both O2 sensors out of the pipe and put them into the new exhaust, and away we go. Okay, so I pulled the oxygen sensor out of the front port. I pulled the flanges off. They're basically just retained with these little snap rings. I have put the snap rings on, so I scuffed the pipe a little bit there. With the oxygen sensor in, there's a little O2 sensor adapter that has to be installed. Now I'm going to install the front pipe loosely, and then I'll do the same with the rear header pipe. Okay, I got a little excited. It's still just loosely fit on here, but basically you throw your header bolts on, loosely fit your nuts at both heads. In behind here, there's 2 spring clips that hook on. TBR provides this spring installation tool, works really good. And then down here, there is a muffler bracket that goes to these lower cover bolts here, which these are also included with the TBR kit because they're a little bit longer than the OEM bolts. And then you can get rid of that ugly bracket that comes up along the swing arm here. So we're gonna button it up, tighten up those bolts, plug in the oxygen sensors, and get it running. All right, so that's the finished product. I went ahead, I tightened these 2 bracket bolts right down in here. I've snugged up the bracket to engine mounts. All the header bolts are tight. The oxygen sensors are tight. They're plugged in, both of them. I even changed how they ran that one wire. I didn't like it. It was kind of rubbing on this cover here. So I just tucked it in behind. Looks pretty good. Clean up my tools and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, so I guess this is our first startup on the new pipe. See how it sounds. It is substantially louder. I'm not giving it any revs yet. I'll back it out. I'll rev it up a little bit just because it's cold right now. So you can tell it is definitely louder. It sounds good. It's warm now, but it's loud.